We're in a bit of a mess here. So let me just tidy up and we'll see who wants to join us today, this evening, whatever time it is for you. Okay. How did we get into such a mess? We didn't clear up as we went along. We didn't clear up our mess as we went along. Okay. Jeez. I can feel ear pressure in my right ear, or my right side of my face. I feel like there's pressure. I want to use those, put them on my lap, and I want to use those, put them on my lap. It's a bit uncomfortable. Okay. Under pressure. How's your day been today? Have we all had a good day? I've just been and done some shopping. I had a really lazy day and then more of a productive late afternoon, early evening. And I thought I shall do a reading now. Because I've got dinner to cook later on. And I need to give that my loving attention. Oh, this is taking quite a while, isn't it? I mean... I'll send those cards. Fiddlesticks. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me? Has somebody been hit? Because my face hurts. And like my ear. I don't know if it's my tooth. I feel like, I don't know. Somebody received a slap. That's not nice, is it? That's not nice. I've never been slapped around the face. Not that I remember. I think I would remember if I've been slapped around the face. I have been held down and spat on though. That was not pleasant. That was very intimidating. Obviously, because I can remember it. And I must have only been about 10, 11. One of my sister's friends held me down. And lingered over me and just like spat on my face. Disgusting. Anyway, many moons ago. And I was just like this, even though I was a vibrant, maybe annoying child, I didn't like stick up for myself or say anything. I think I was too shocked. Now, I'd probably, well, I don't know, I was going to say, I'll probably give a slap. I don't think I'll give a slap. I think I'll give a punch. A pinch and a punch. I'm taken to like, I don't know, like girls fighting and how they fight. Like slap and they pinch and scratch and pull hair or spit. Maybe. Well, spitting's more masculine, but hey. Right, should we have a look into this energy today? Has somebody been humiliated? Has somebody been so shocked by someone's behaviour that just in disbelief? Okay. But we're not here to tolerate that kind of nonsense. No, we are not. So, let's find out what's going on. How do we clear up this mess? Has somebody had like a spazzy attack? And left you with the mess to clear up? Well, make that the last time that you clear up their mess. Or make it the last time that you get yourself in that mess. But first, a clean-up job. It's like Morph is here to help. Oh, this is interesting and it can help you. Ask for divine assistance to come through. They'll help you with the cleaning up. Meaning it just won't feel such a burden. Okay. Ta-da! Express on yourself. Did somebody try to express themselves and then got like a mouthful, a backhand? That can happen sometimes when you try to express yourself. You never know how someone's going to respond. What's coming through is you never truly know somebody until you split up with them. Nice cup of coffee. And ain't that the truth? That's what's coming through. First of all, I've got some cards on my lap. I'm keeping them safe and sound. They're okay here. So first of all, you want me to tell you what I've got for dinner? Okay, jacket potatoes, some really nice, like big potatoes, like special potatoes. They're called the best special potatoes. Coleslaw, the choice of coleslaw, beans, cheese. Got some nice Jersey butter, proper butter. Onion rings. What else do we have? Oh, I have some pepper and lemon pork steaks, pork chops. They look really nice. They've got like this crumbly, coating, but not too much. And I think I'm going to have peas. It depends. I think I'll have coleslaw on my jacket potato. So I'll have peas, but if I was going to have beans, I might not have peas. And I'm undecided about an egg. And some mushrooms. I'm going to do some like mixed herbed mushrooms. That's what I'm doing for dinner. And I've got a nice baguette to eat. But last time I have to be careful, because last time I cooked for Emily and her boyfriend, I took in the bread first whilst I was cooking. And then when I went back into the room, like, there wasn't much bread left. She said it was nice. Okay. So, yeah. There we go. Like, she kind of demolished the whole loaf, the whole stick. But she had left some, and she just said, well, that's for you, isn't it? I said, okay. Let's have a look and see where we are on the enchanted map. I was going to make a trifle, but I think I'm a bit late for that. To allow, like, the jelly to set. And, like, to make custard and allow it to cool. And then that's got to then set on top of the set jelly. Get set. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Dum, dum, dum. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. All those people that mistreat you, one by one, they will be gone. And another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust. Gladiators, I'm taking two. Do you want to be a gladiator? Okay. Add a sticker. Add a Q&A sticker. What are you passionate about? That's what the, it's disappeared now. What are you passionate about? Oh, now you've put me on the spot. I'm passionate about life. I was going to say a lot of things, but that just means life. I'm passionate. I'm passionate about love. Love and marriage. I was going to say love and romance, but love and marriage too. I'm very passionate about being like a correct role model for love and marriage. It's important. There's not a lot of it going on. Not that I'm witnessing. So it's like become what you cannot find. Become what you seek. That's interesting. I thought that card was upright and I've kind of just spun it around. We read both meanings for this card because I feel that the one side has one meaning and then the other side has the opposite. I was picking up this energy today actually. When one's in one energy, the other seems to be in the other. But what happens when you merge? It feels like, I don't want to use the word separation, but in the physical distance, it's like it's polar opposites. But something happens when, like, I'm talking the masculine, feminine energy. It's like they seem to be doing the complete opposite. I wouldn't take that jump. I don't even know if there's a shelf there for you to jump on. That's Tia Lula wanting to go and hide in the cupboard again. But it was like she was going to springboard off of the desk. I mean, the cupboard's only open that much. Cheers to all you lovers out there. So, Michael Jackson, I'm starting with The Man in the Mirror. It's coming through. So let's read. I'm going to read, because the card, that way, when I lay it down, that's facing like that side, that way. And this is facing, if I turn it around, it'll be upright for me this way. Let's read the message upright then. Because it was facing me upright and then it's turned and faced the camera upright. I need to find the book for it. Hi, Baba. How are you doing? Hello. How are you today? I'm very well, thank you. I feel very well rested. I was going to say I've spent time with my bested, like myself. I've spent some nice time like in communication with my children, so that's been nice. I've had a really nice peaceful day. I've gone out and done some grocery shopping. I've just got back and I thought we'll have a chat. How are you today? How has your Saturday been? I am going to read this message. That's good. Sleep is good and family is number one. What I really liked was my daughter was on the phone to like somebody and I didn't realise who it was. And then I even looked at the phone and saw a name and I still thought she was talking to her friend and she was talking to her sister. And like the name on the phone was like a childhood nickname. And I went, oh, you're talking to your sister. And that doesn't happen like often. And I kind of just, interacted a little bit. And then I just left them to it. And I could hear my eldest daughter saying, we've been on the phone for like 45 minutes. It's nice. They're, my children are gaining friendship. They're finding that as a family unit, the people that you can rely upon and trust upon and that are there for you, but don't feel like they're suffocating you, is the family, our family. So it's really nice because we have the freedom to do as we please. So when you're given that freedom, it's the energy of you tend to flock back to where you can go out there looking for friendships and, you know, people to hang out with, and realise actually I enjoy the company of my family. So really nice. My son had Chinese school today. Okay, what does that mean? So kind of boring, but it is okay. Had Chinese school. Can you explain so that I can understand what's Chinese school on a Saturday? I'm going to read this message, and I'm reading it upright, which is Field of Dreams. That's a movie, isn't it? With Kevin Costner. The baseball players that come back. The Field of Dreams. Okay. Let's read this quote. Your thoughts, feelings and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. Let me explain more. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. So I didn't feel that the energy was that gentle. I felt like someone had received a blow. How low can you go? Oh, some people can go like real low. Despicably low. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life. So that came through when it was like I've spent time with my bestest, I was going to say my bestest friends, like my children. And I'm going to spend like more time tonight with my bestest company. Let me finish reading this and I'll tell you something that occurred to me as I was walking home from shopping. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary. So when I was walking home, I was thinking about how you're never alone, okay? Because you've always got yourself, haven't you, to talk to? So how can you ever be alone when you've always got somebody to talk to, which is yourself? And then I was thinking about how people like look at talking to yourself as being crazy. And I think we've all heard it and maybe even said it. It's like, look at me going crazy talking to myself. Or it's all right, I'm just talking to myself. As if like it's a wrong thing to do. So we're made to feel wrong about talking to ourselves when that's the most wisest thing we could ever do. So how can we ever be alone? Only if you've disconnected yourself from yourself. So carry on, talk away. I'm going to read the reverse meaning of this. Are your dreams your own, or are they really someone else's? So that Q&A question said, what are you passionate about? Not you. What are you passionate about? Are your dreams your own, or are they really someone else's? Have you chased money, possessions, or prestige? Have you placed security above fulfillment. Has approval seeking played a major role in your motivation to succeed? This is the time for you to assess the validity of your dreams, your talents, and your willingness to be a channel for inspiration and creativity. Don't be afraid to enter the field of dreams, for you can always clear the ground for new and better things to grow. Nature has a way of self-correcting if you're willing to act with authenticity. The power to create is inside you. Hello, what's a beautiful lady? Hi, Ali, thank you. Christmas came way too frothing early this year, hasn't it just? Baba Wang, is your son called Baba Yaga? Baba Yaga. Is that a character from something? I'm missing a joke. Is that right? Ali? Let me have a look at what Baba said about their son having Chinese school today. My son is mixed, so he has Chinese school every Saturday, so he learns Chinese, which is part of who he is. That's cool, isn't it? I think that's cool. I know you said it was a bit boring, so kind of boring, not really. I'll go to class with him. Learn together. You should get him to teach you. So as he learns, ask him what he's learned and what he can pass on and what he can teach you. That's interesting stuff then. Okay, you can learn together. And we all stand together. Boom, boom. Amazing. Okay. Right. Oh, it's a John Wick joke. I reckon my kids will get it though. He has taught me. Oh, brilliant. He's a very smart kid. Hi, Christine, darling. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Happy Saturday to you. Okay. My whole side of my right side of my body feels like tense. This shoulder feels tense. Feels like there's a heavy weight being carried here. Anyway, it's 8 o'clock on the dot. That's good timing. Cheers. Okay. So let me use these cards that I had on my lap, which are the Everyday Tarot. I feel like someone could do with a timeout, like a rest, a break away, a break from the old routine. I mean, how long has this been going on? I said, what's going on? Well, we have the Hangman. And what's he looking at? The Queen of Pentacles. How long has this been going on? It's like you can look, but you can't touch. It's like the foot wants to touch. I'm taken to Samantha Fox. She was like a page 3 model, meaning she would have her breasts out on page 3, okay, of the newspaper, and the Sun newspaper. But she, as a lot of these people do, they dip their toe in a lot of different things, don't they? And she was a singer, and she sang a song called Touch Me. It's like, touch me, I want to feel your body, your heart beats next to mine. This is the night, touch me now. It's like, I can't touch, I can look, I can't touch. Something to do with the breasts. So we've got the Sun card. Now, I don't know what's underneath it. It says X. So it's number 10. I'm not sure it's a major arcana. That would be the Destiny card, but I can't see any characters in the corner of the cards. So, 10 of Wands. That's that heavy burden I'm feeling. The 10 of Pentacles. That's your legacy. So it's like, what are you waving? Are you waving like, woe is me? I'm so burdened. Because we have the Sun card. Pure divine masculine energy. It's like, what are you proclaiming? That you're like always carrying a heavy burden. Life is hard, life is tough. Shall I agree with you? Because whatever you tell yourself, you are correct. That comes in with like change your thoughts and your beliefs and the way that you're telling the story. Is it the 10 of Cups? True love, happiness, true commitment, true connection. Somewhere where you're contentedly, truly happy. I want to go into chitty chitty bang bang, or is it shitty shitty bang bang? You're truly scrumptious, or is it the 10 of Swords? Well, that could suggest the back ache, because it's like a lot of people have stabbed you in the back and then walked over you and then kind of rubbed their foot on you like that and made you feel like shit, made you feel worthless, like you're worth nothing. They may want to sweep that as well under like the rug and just feel that they're going to get away with that being like acceptable behaviour. Anyway, what are you holding? Oh, it's not even an X. I need to put my glasses on. It looked like an X. It's a 2. But I feel that all had meaning. What are you holding? Well, all of it. You've got 2 pentacles. 2 of those cards for the 10. Oh, okay, yeah, look. X1, X. This does make sense. So this is like in between. You can see the 4 flowers there. So we've got the 4... I spoke about the 4 corners. Geez, you've got the weight of the world on you, haven't you? Been stabbed in the back, carrying the weight. The legacy, that legacy is financial, material. It's also wisdom and intelligence, divine, infinite, intelligent, infinite intelligence. But there's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 big boat, 1 small boat, 1 heavy shoulder. How long's this been going on for? 2 years? 21 years? 21 years. 21 years. How old was I 21 years ago? I think I was 27. When I was 27. What I'm taken to, I had my youngest daughter at 26. And then I had, my mum died when I was 28. What happened in between? Harry Potter. They were Harry Potter days. I remember reading Harry Potter, I think, and the Order of the Phoenix in the hospice when my mum was making her transition. So if I've done my math right, I'm 48 now. Would I be in 27? How do you know this stuff? You're 2 years with soulmate, 21 years with someone else. It's channeling, Baba. Yeah. It's like I don't know who this stuff's for. I just come on and don't question it. So, let's read these messages. So we have the Hangman. Let's read what's going on with him. I said, what's going on? Ask, and you shall receive, like the answer. So, what's going on, Mr. Hangman? It's like a Western. I can see, you know when you go back to back. Mm-hmm. Here we are. Like, how many steps we're taking? 10. I'm taken to like the, what's the death punch? 5-finger death punch. I don't mind some of their music. My daughter likes their music, if that's what they're called. But I'm taken to like the scene at the end of Kill Bill, Volume 2. And she does the something palm, heart exploding. It takes 5 steps and the heart explodes. And oh, okay. Hi. Irambu. Hi. Halo. Hello. I like the halo. Size super, lip super, hair super, I love you, okay? Okay. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's read these messages. The Hangman. What's going on? He's got an idea. Oh, so he's got an idea about what's going on. I was taken to that light circle around his head. Like a halo, but it's like gravity's made it slip. Life is on hold, and you are in a state of temporary suspension as you await new insights and clarity. Step back and look at life from a different perspective. So he has an idea about what's going on here. He needs to step back and look at life from a different perspective. Maybe look at this Queen of Pentacles from a different perspective, upside down. This takes me to when I was a child. I used to like watching television upside down. I used to like doing headstands for long periods of time and watch television like it. I was slightly just different. Oh, I'd like to do like the crab position, and I just, yeah. I'll still do it now. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles. I can hear a masculine voice outside. Talking to somebody with a running car. You are the ultimate working parent. This is the Queen of Pentacles. You're from Switzerland? Oh, that's interesting. I asked my daughter, we was talking about travelling, and I said, where do you want to go next? Because I want to, like, plan a holiday. But we have, like, the bottom half of Italy to do, but I was like, I'm not talking about that. And she said that she wants to do Switzerland. So I was actually looking at Switzerland last night. We were looking at holidays. Interesting. Okay. You are the ultimate working parent. You care for your family and domestic responsibilities while also making a living for yourself and creating financial abundance. You maintain a healthy balance between home and work. Okay, so then we have the sun energy here. Basically, she can do it all. So then we have the sun with the Two of Pentacles. And the sun energy says, Tia Luna, is that what the sun energy says? It says you are surrounded by warmth, radiance and vitality. You are lit up, energized by possibility, growth and success. Radiate your light and shine it on the world. And it's like there's no flag. It's not because he's like struggling. What's coming through is if you could change that word from struggling to coping, you're coping rather than struggling. Because this is something to do with like your coping mechanism. You're not very good at coping. Work on your coping mechanism. How you cope with things. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles. You know what's coming through is like, well, infinity. But how do you cope with things like balancing, well, your family life with your work life, with your social life, with your spiritual, personal, let's take spiritual out of it, with your personal improvements, with self-mastery, with having to do the housework, having to do the grocery shopping, having to look after the animals, having to do the washing, having to, I was going to say clean windows, but you might hire somebody to do that. I tend to do everything on my own. I get satisfaction out of doing all those jobs. I was talking to my daughter about this, about housework and how it is. You've got to find the balance to be able to do it all. If you can find that balance of being able to be self-sufficient without depending on another to keep a tidy home, then you take the responsibility off of others. But it does take off the stress because you're not expecting others to be doing it. Housework's never going to go away. Cooking, needing to eat, needing to bathe, needing to socialise. It's always going to be part of this human experience. It's like get a grip. Got to get a grip of it. And stop complaining. What's coming through is the saying about before enlightenment, you chop wood and you carry water. After enlightenment, well, before enlightenment, you chop wood, carry water, and you complain like a bitch. After enlightenment, you chop wood, you carry water without a complaint in sight, in mind. So this here I feel is the energy of, I don't know how to word this, so I'll just go with what comes out. So I'm solo. So I have to be self-sufficient with ensuring that I have enough money to be able to pay my way. So I work, I contribute, I'm a parent, a single parent. Actually, I'm the only role model, like in a family sense for my children. So I'm solo. I don't have any parents and I have no interactions with anybody before my spiritual my spiritual separation from the matrix. And so all of these areas I'm mastering so that I can have the balance of being able to work, being able to keep a roof over my head, food on the table, being able to afford luxuries, you know, time outs, holidays. And it took the stripping back of everything to the core of having nothing, everything gone. To rebuild. And when you rebuild, you don't borrow money. You only have what's necessary, a roof over your head, and a meal. The bed's not a guarantee. I slept on a sofa for 8 months in a very mouldy, wet room with 3 cats that were not meant to be in the building, a litter tray, cats running around all night, 8 months. I slept like that. And I was still doing my readings and still doing the channel, and I tried not to complain. The sofa was quite small, so I was quite screwed up on it. But it was okay. It was okay. I was grateful, appreciative, and then I got a job, and now life is very different. I live in a 3-bedroom house, kind of on my own. I can afford to live on my own. I have 3 streams of income coming in, and life is just very different now. And there's no borrowing of money. I no longer have a car because I honestly did not need a car. But I could have a car now. I'm considering getting a car now, but I don't need one. But I could if I wanted to travel. So all these things, but it all took from having to give it all up. Be willing to say, okay, just take it all. And it was all taken. And it's the rebuilding that's so satisfying. And my children have watched how I've coped during all of that. I've been to court. I went on my own. My house, well, it was evicted. I was evicted from my house. Right, I had nowhere to stay, like 2 days before the locks were being changed. And I'm just like, calm, in the middle of the storm, and faith. And it all, I asked for help. Nobody could help me. No authority was going to give me a house. And they told me that I wouldn't be able to get help for quite a few years because of my situation. This was all through COVID. So when COVID lifted, it was all whacked on me. I had a gentleman sitting in the courtroom, like taking notes on my case. And then one of Jamie's friends, Jamie's my daughter's partner, sent him a message and said, hey, is this like referring to like me? And there was like this write-up about how it was despicable, the treatment after COVID, and how people were just left kind of really stranded and fucked. Not really. Not really. So that was a big one of surrender. And I remember like the day before, like the night before, the locks are being changed. And I just have all this stuff, and it all just went to the tip. I tried to get rid of as much as I could by selling it, like to try and get money in. But then I had, bailiffs telling me they're coming back for my furniture, which they did not do. That was a lot of fear mongering now. So in the end, I'm just saying, I don't have the money for you. Are you going to take me to prison? Are you trying to threaten me with prison? I said, you have to do whatever you need to do. I said, come and take the furniture, but they don't really want to do that. I said, I don't know what else to say then. And they say, well, you can't sell it because it's ours now and we'll be back, but never come back. That causes a lot of fear for people that maybe are not as resilient as me. Anyway, so, but there was a lot of stuff in the end. It's like we've run out of time. It either stays in the house or it goes to the dump. Yeah. And it was quite nice just to let it all go. And now, I mean, that's how many years ago now? 3, 4 years? I'm singing, is it Starship? Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Yeah. And my children were amazing. We were so awesome as a family unit, pulling together, and still are now. So, hey human, how are you doing? Oh, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. How about you? Okay, let me just have a read of these comments here. Christine, it's hard to do all that. I had a blowout today from being overstimulated with work and my house. My job outside of my house is cleaning others' homes. Yes. Oh, I can whinge. I was doing it not long ago, and I was either going to stop doing what I was doing or I was going to see if there was a solution. And I found a solution where I could, it was just killing me getting up like so early in the mornings. It would really catch up with me like late afternoon. And I've managed to swap that around. So, yes. But yes, it is. It can be frustrating. I feel just take like little chunks at a time. If I thought about everything that I need to do, it's just too overwhelming. And I even said to Emily today, because I keep playing this puzzle game on my phone. Well, it's a puzzle. And I get really into it. And I said to my daughter before she went to work, I said, do you think I should really be like getting up and doing like something? Because I feel like a bit lazy just sitting here, like not doing anything and just playing like this. And she went, nah, you're all right. And it's like, yeah, because I'm not a lazy person. So it's like you have to give yourself some grace. And I feel when you actually allow yourself just to have that time, you don't need as much time as what you think. It's not like you need a whole week off. You maybe just need an afternoon off where you're telling yourself it's okay to do nothing. I'm still waking up early, so it's like nothing's really changed there, but I'm appreciative that I don't have to, like, there was a skidding out there. I was going to say the word rush around, but I don't rush around. I never rush around. There's no point. It's not in the flow. So I don't really check or worry about being late for anything. I know my timing. So if you are a rusher arounder, stop it. Because you're out of the flow. I meet many of these people, especially coming to like my shop and they're out of breath and I just look at them and go, and breathe. Now, how can I help you? For one, calm down. Jeez. Get with the flow. Get with the program. And I feel that this is what we're talking about with like the housework, the chores. Have a look. Where do you dump stuff? Then make that its home, but in a pretty way. What do you naturally do? And work with that first. Right, let's have a look at the Two of Pentacles. Did I read the Sun message? I don't know if I did. Let me have a look. The The sun has got his hat on. Yes, I'll read it again. You are surrounded by warmth, radiance and vitality. You are lit up, energized by possibility, growth and success. Radiate your light and shine it on the world. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which says you are juggling multiple priorities and need to manage your time carefully to find your balance. You don't have to be busy to get things done. Sometimes taking a break is the most productive thing you can do. That's what that says. I like it when we're like, Christine says, makes sense. I'm sure she wasn't talking about that. But you're doing great, human. Fantastic. Well, let's have a look. You're doing great at humaning. Well, you're not a human doing, you are a human being. It's like be attentive. Start like being aware. So when you're doing like, I don't know, a lot of the things that can bring you joy, we've like kind of handed those jobs over because we look at them as being like inconveniences or a ball ache. So many people have a washing machine. Well, no, they don't. I have a washing machine, but I am capable of washing my own clothes. I learned that as a child. So I do know how to do that. But many people have a dishwasher. I've never had a dishwasher. I enjoy doing the dishes. And many people will pay somebody to do that, their windows, clean their windows. I don't mind cleaning my own windows or cleaning the car. I'll clean my own car. I'm just that type of person. And I don't really like look for ways to get the job done quickly. So I remember when I was like painting like the garden decking, the wooden decking, and I would get like a paintbrush and do it like that. And like somebody said to me, you know, you can spray that. It'll be a lot quicker. And it's like I wasn't really looking for doing it quickly. I was looking at dedicating hours in like spending time doing that and up close work. So I enjoy that. I'm not necessarily one for like shortcutting. And I feel that with the introduction of like AI and what it can do for you, so you can ask AI to do stuff for you, like design anything, like a logo or how to like word a sentence or word something that you're wanting to like say. And that's really taken away our participation as a creative being. I understand it's, you know, you can save time, but what are you saving time for? Or the time that you're saving, would that have been like a creative? Is this another way that we're being blocked from tapping into our creative streak? Just like, you know, somebody telling you that if you talk to yourself, well, you're crazy. That's a way to kind of make us question whether that's correct and like stop talking to ourselves. Anyway, so Angel of Time, working too hard. Card number 40. Carrying the weight of it all. Angel of Time. Card number 40. It's energy about taking some time out, some time off. Hey, Tia. Hey, you come out of the cupboard. coming out. I want the world to know. You coming out to play? It's my favourite pastime, playing. It is. Emily said to me last night, she said, if you ever want somebody to play, or if she wants anyone to play with, it would be me that she comes to. Because she knows that just, yeah, it's fun. I like to play. I seek out those that enjoy fun times, playing, adventures. Okay. And when I can't find those people, then, well, I always have me. We have loads of ideas. It's that thing about talking to myself. Okay. Right, about the Angel of Time. The Angel of Time looks very fierce and stern, and that's because you need to hear her message. You see, if she appeared to you in a soft guise, it would be too easy for you to overlook her message and just continue on as if she had never visited. How long has this been going on for? The truth is that you are forcing yourself beyond your energetic limits at this time, working too hard, self-loving and connecting with the universe way too little. I want to tut. So, she has appeared to remind you of what it is you are turning your world into. One big machine where you are one cog in it. You are an important, soulful, beloved being, but the world of work is not going to end if you step away from its mechanism for a while. It is time, she says, for a time out. I mean, you really can't make this up, can you? I said all that. I felt like somebody needs to take a time out. Okay. Will you listen? The Angel of Time speaks. I'm getting straight to the point here because someone really has to tell you. Stop giving so much to your work. All your time, your energy, your passion. Take better care of your health. This is the time to fulfill all those promises you've made to yourself, but barely made even the effort to keep. Meditate, eat well, take up gentle exercise, and change unhealthy emotional patterns that are compromising your well-being. These are the challenges you need to set yourself. Gaze into a candle's flame. Write down one true thing you love about all of your friends and pay close attention to all the messages your body sends you. Then make the changes you know it needs. I thank you in advance for a happy you makes the world a far better place. Okay, divination message. Time for a break from mechanical, technical work is needed. Please take breaks from electronic devices like computers, cell phones, and even iPods, clocks, and watches. It is time to simply rest in nature's embrace. Swim in the ocean, float in a lake, walk in a forest, meditate in a cave. Camping, hiking, and gardening would be of most benefit at this time. It's time to unwind the tightly coiled springs and detach from the mechanics of the deadlines and immerse yourself in nature's time and truth. The Angel of Time tells you to do this now. Get into the flow. Get into the groove. Hi. Yusuf, I believe that's what your name is. It's a bit blurry. Anyway, let me have a look at some of these cards and then we've been on for an hour right now. Let's have a look at the Channel of Love cards, my own creation. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. We gotta go home. Woo, woo. The ego turns to God. That's through the veil here. Judgment. Okay, the ego turns to God. Mrs. Mystic, that's the Queen of Wands energy, and then coming towards her is the Knight of Wands, Mr. Casanova. Quickly. he's going to come. Quickly. He can't hold it in anymore. Live in the Tao Te Ching. So somebody may have been reading the Tao Te Ching. Okay. It's the Hermes energy. And we have the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine. So I'm taken to the High Priestess. She has the Torah on her lap. And then you have like the Tao Te Ching. And you have the Bible. Karma. Karma chameleon. How long has this been going on for? You come and go. Loving would be easy if your colours were like my dreams. Red, gold and green. True love, oh baby. True love and the divine has intervened. Okay. Let's have a look at these cards. Lighten up your own path is in reverse. The love of a lifetime, but you can't buy that with money. Money can't buy you the love of a lifetime. Hello, could I purchase the love of a lifetime, please? Don't you think we'd all be doing that if it was that easy? Because you know it's the best investment you'd ever make. But this isn't about investing money, it's about investing time, energy. Not wasting it. It's like wasting money. Don't like wasting money. I don't waste love either. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. Bottom of the deck. The underlying energy here is miss the boat. Now, if you tell yourself that, then you're correct. You haven't missed the boat, you're just a bit late. It happens. Maybe the boat's still waiting for you. Maybe the boat is waiting for you. I've missed the boat. I'm late, I'm very, very late. Calm down. Get with the flow. You haven't missed the boat, because when you get there, the boat would have been delayed. It's like missing a bus or a train. I don't worry about that stuff. When you get there, even if you were late, a few minutes late, for some reason, it's there waiting for you. The point is, your coping mechanisms. Stop panicking. Stop worrying. It's like you're manifesting negative, self-fulfilling prophecies. I done it last night. Fireworks. I done it last night where, well, it must have been during the day, but I said to my daughter, I said, I do love the view out of our living room window. And I said, even if somebody was to park like a big truck in front of the window's so high up that you could just see the top and all the sky. And I get up this morning and there's a great big truck parked, blocking like the view. But because it's really high, you can just see all the sky. But I prefer it without the van now. Without the big white van. A white van man. I'm taken to like a removal van. Cheers. Okay, what else? We'll go to the random cards here. Best friend, I can see. You're my best friend. Hey, Sherry. Hi, just got back in the car on my way back from shopping. I've just been shopping as well, Sherry. But I walked. It's not far. Where I go shopping, we've got Greed and we've got Best Friend. Okay. I done some baking yesterday. I made like 3 cakes in one. Strange, I know, but it worked. We've got Greed in reverse. So I've got a chocolate cake with chocolate chips and fudge pieces in it. That's very nice. And I've got a cherry bakewell. I can call it cherry bakewell. It's not. It's a cherry cake with almond and cherries. That was really delicious. And then I've got like a walnut cake with mixed spice. I just put it in one cake tin. Like in just like a pie. Like a pie chart. Nice. I'm sorry. And then we have brother. And we have SOS. Save our souls. It's like somebody's like seeking redemption. Save our souls. I'm sorry. I should have been a brother, lover, mother. That's oneness. That's divine oneness when, like, you can be all, not only in like the housework and in the human side of things, but in the being. You're able to be somebody's brother, sister, mother, father. Maybe not everybody's like sexual lover, but you can give everybody love. Lover, daughter, son. Resonate with all of it. But what's coming through is like, I should have been your brother. It's like I should have bothered. I should have been bothered, other. Rotter. Mr. Boat. That's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it? Mr. Boat. It's like there's no point trying. Well, what about getting on the next boat? Even if you do miss like the bus or the train or the plane, there's always another one. That's a bit of a cop-out energy. Like copping out of participating in love. In love. Obsession. This is now telling me, I'm sorry, I was in love. You helped to save our souls. There's an obsession, and then there's an envy energy. Envy of one's own boat. Missed the boat on purpose. Now that's dangerous. Being late on purpose. Fireworks. I was late on purpose for the love boat. Lover, you are my sunshine. I'm getting really hot. I adore you. And then the underlying energy is conflict. Somebody that has conflict with love and have just learnt that they're not particularly great at coping with that energy. Conflict. The Law of Attraction cards, let's have a look at them. My creative workshop process works for me. Have you been to the fair? Did you win a goldfish? If you will use your time with an intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, you will find every day to be one of fun. If you will use your time with an intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, you will find every day to be one of fun. Hey Alana, darling. Hello. I'm not going to be able to pronounce all that. Carpoiel, wow. To the degree I am happy, I am successful. Got to whistle while you work. Whistle while we work. Got to get our whistle back. Okay, whether it's a trophy, money, relationships or things, the achievement of anything that you desire must be considered success. But if you will let your standard of success be your achievement of joy, everything else will then fall easily into place. For in the finding of joy, you are finding vibrational alignment with the resources of the universe. The train just blew his horn. I mean, the train's not that way, the train's that way, but the train track's that way. But because I'm at the front of the house, I can hear that way. Interesting. I'm taken to like the front of the train or the back of the train. So when I went to Austria, which is absolutely beautiful, I went on a holiday that was involving steam trains. And one of the mountains we went up, it was really steep. So at that point, the engine had to be at the back of the train to push it up the hill. So we had to have a moment when there was a pause so that we can go from having like the engine at the front of the train to the engine being at the back of the train. I think it was that way. A motivational message for you. Conscious focus. There's a lot here about your time. If you use your time with an intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, what works for you? Okay? Thoughts that work for you. You will find every day to be one of fun. My creative workshop process works for me. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. So there's definitely a theme here to this message this evening regarding you need to get in alignment with the flow, because it feels like it's extremely overwhelming with all that's required. from you, by you. Coping mechanisms. Okay. Now, normally when I come off of a reading, it's like there's an educational, motivational message, like waiting, that's like perfectly aligned with the video, like even before I even upload it. So I'm going to see what that video is. I'll share it on the community post, and I'm sure it's going to assist us. We need our own little personal assistant, but it's like within us. Because the thing is if you were being paid to do work, then you don't mind so much doing it. But what happens when you're not seeing any like money, any payment for the work that you do on yourself or within your own home? But there is payment, big payment for that. The test is, how are you going to cope with the work whilst you're doing it? Okay. Up the top there's this little dude, and he's got his mobile phone, and he's like hanging over the it's hanging over the screen. Let me see if I can show you. I think that turns the camera around. Oh, hello. Okay. You see him? Those characters glow in the dark. I don't know if they will. Oh, I've got the main light on, so but we can see. Look, the screens all need cleaning, but we won't worry about it. They're Emily's screens. She can clean them. Shall we just have a quick read of this? Would somebody like to give me a page number, please? And we can go from page number 7 through to 133. Well, 32. The acknowledgements are on page 133. I'm out of coffee now. I should go and make some more. Little sips of coffee. Page number between 7 and 132, please. I've gone to 66 in my mind, so I'm going to read that message. And if anybody else would like to participate and choose a page number to receive a message, please feel free to do so. I'm going to read 66 first, Alana, and then I shall read 43. Okay, 60. I'm lisping. 66. Practicing the power of now. This chapter's called Dissolving the Pain Body. What's that? That just flew in front of me. I'm having trouble speaking. Okay, it's all right. In other words, the more you are identified with your mind, the more you suffer. Or you may put it like this: the more you are able to honour and accept the now, the more you are free of pain, of suffering, and free of the egoic mind. Some spiritual teachings state that all pain is ultimately an illusion, and this is true. The question is it true for you? A mere belief doesn't make it true. Do you want to experience pain for the rest of your life and keep saying that it is an illusion? Does that free you from the pain? What we are concerned with here is how you can realise this truth, that is, make it real in your own experience. Pain is inevitable as long as you are identified with your mind, which is to say, as long as you are unconsciously, spiritually speaking. I am talking here primarily of emotional pain, which is also the main cause of physical pain and physical disease. Resentment, hatred, self-pity, guilt, anger, depression, jealousy, and so on, even the slightest irritation, are all forms of pain, and every pleasure or emotional high contains within itself the seed of pain. It's inseparable. That's interesting. It's inseparable opposite, which will manifest in time. So I felt at the beginning of this reading, of this live, I said something about this opposite. It's an inseparable opposite. Okay. Right. 66 and 43 and 23. I nearly forgot. Are you worried? 43. Dissolving unconsciousness. Are you worried? Do you have many what-if thoughts? You are identified with your mind, which is projecting itself into an imaginary future situation and creating fear. There is no way that you can cope with such a situation because it doesn't exist. It's a mental phantom. You can stop this health and life corroding insanity simply by acknowledging the present moment. So become aware of your breathing. Feel the air flowing in and out of your body. Let's do this, okay? Okay. So feel the air flowing in and out of your body. Can you feel it? I can feel mine. Okay. Feel your inner energy field. Okay. I can hear music in the background going boom, 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 boom. With fireworks. We can feel our inner energy field. All that you ever have to deal with, cope with in real life, as opposed to imaginary mind projections, is this moment. Ask yourself what problem you have right now, not next year, tomorrow, or 5 minutes from now. What is wrong with this moment? Absolutely nothing. You can always cope with the now, but you can never cope with the future. Not do you have to. The answer, the strength, the right answer, or the resource will be there when you need it, not before, not after. Are you a habitual waiter? How much of your life do you spend waiting? What I call small-scale waiting is waiting in line at the post office, in a traffic jam, at the airport, or waiting for someone to arrive to finish work, and so on. Large-scale waiting is waiting for the next vacation, for a better job, for the children to grow up, for a truly meaningful relationship, for success, to make money, to be important, to become enlightened. It is not uncommon for people to spend their whole life waiting to start living. Waiting is a state of mind. Basically, it means that you want the future, you don't want the present. You don't want what you've got, and you want what you haven't got. With every kind of waiting, you unconsciously create inner conflict. We saw that, the underlying energy. I think this reading's fucking fantastic. It's about your coping. Conflict. Okay. Swam easy. You're going to wake up tomorrow feeling easy, like a Sunday morning, like you should. I'm easy like Sunday morning. But anyway, we're in this moment right here, right now. Okay. Now, where was we? Waiting is a state of mind. Basically, it means that you want the future, that you want the future and don't want the present. That's so much better. You don't want what you've got and you want what you haven't got. With every kind of waiting, you unconsciously create inner conflict between your here and now, where you don't want to be, and the projected future, where you want to be. This greatly reduces the quality of your life by making you lose the present. Page number 44. Let's jump over to Sherry's choice, 23. For you, Sherry. To be identified with your mind is to be trapped in time. The compulsion to live almost exclusively through memory and anticipation. This creates an endless preoccupation with past and future and an unwillingness to honour and acknowledge the present moment and allow it to be. The compulsion arises because the past gives you an identity and the future holds the promise of salvation, of fulfillment in whatever form. Both are illusions. The more you are focused on time, past and future, the more you miss the now. The more precious thing, the most precious thing there is. Why is it the most precious thing? Firstly, because it is the only thing. It is all there is. The eternal present is the space between which your whole life unfolds. The one factor that remains constant. Life is now. There was never a time when your life was not now, nor will there ever be. Secondly, the now is the only point that can take you beyond the limited confines of your mind. It is your only point of access into the timeless and formless realm of being. Have you ever experienced, done, thought, or felt anything outside the now? Do you think you ever will? Is it possible for anything to happen or be outside the now? The answer is obvious. It is not. Nothing ever happened in the past. It happened in the now. Nothing will ever happen in the future. It will happen in the now. The essence of what I am saying here cannot be understood by the mind. The moment you grasp it, there is a shift in consciousness from mind to being, from time to presence. Suddenly, everything feels alive, radiates energy, emanates being. They were great messages, and they all came together perfectly. We all come together. The frog song. Okay. Not Peter Pan. Rupert Bell. Thank you, Lucy. You're so welcome, darling. Okay, so I'm going to go and get the jacket potatoes into the oven. You love it. It was awesome. I'll speak to you ladies tomorrow. Our clocks go back tonight. So it's all cool. It's only for me to know that. Okay. So yeah, an extra hour. Okay. So I'll speak to everybody soon, but to you lovely ladies, I will speak to you tomorrow afternoon. Okay. Guys, thank you for joining me this evening. I wish you lots of love and comfort and consideration. Sirens outside. Okay. Right. Well, this was a good reading. We need to have a look at how we cope with life. Okay. I'm so looking forward to it as well. Sherry? Okay. I love you guys dearly. I will speak to you soon. Have a lovely evening. It's Saturday night. Take the night off. Okay. Treat yourself. A nice dinner, a nice dessert, a nice pudding, some nice time with yourself, a nice relaxing bath. Just do you, as my eldest daughter would say. And it's not like in a rude way. So if I was saying, I'm going to go down and have a little nap, or she'd go, you do you. You just go and do you, Mum. And it's not in a disrespectful way. Okay, right. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.